We're live. I'm
Okay, so
coming.
here we go.
Okay.
Devashi said, smiling from Guwahati, Gargi still finishing her morning healthy
Breakfast.
usually. Devashish, what's going on? Other people, crowd, interest, first test match in Guwahati. What's the build up? You've been there for the last 1.5 hours. Set it up, set it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Fair turnout. Fair turnout, I would say, first day of the test match. And given that it's an early morning start, 9 a.m., the toss will happen anytime soon, Buriada. But the build up to the match, there are quite a few people. Obviously, it's not the one that we have witnessed at Eden Gardens day one of the test match. But slowly, it will start building up. I met BCCI Secretary Devajit Saikia and told about you, and he's already there. He's already there, and both the teams will. There are a few programs that have been lined up. Obviously, the national anthems will be played. A special coin will be there. There's a bill. There's a bill. Like the other test venues in India and across the world. Assam Cricket Association Stadium here in Barsapara will also have a bell. A bell has been installed, and there will be a bell ringing ceremony as well before the ball sets load. Boryada. South Africa has won the toss and decided to bat first.
So South Africa yet again. So no Indian captain
How,
does win the toss. Gargi.
how many times? What is it with Indian captains and losing the toss? Boria and Debashish, yesterday I was reading Shashi Tharoor's Shadows from Across the Playing Field, the book about India, Pakistan, and the rivalry and geopolitics. And there was one sentence in there. He was recounting an ODI between India and Pakistan. And the sentence went, Virat Kohli, who of course lost the toss. So I've been thinking, has it been going on since that long? Has this bad streak been happening since that long? But at the same time, um, I think
Okay,
okay, we
so
have the
so
team.
here's the
We have the
team.
team.
Here's the team. KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Sai Sudarshan at 3, Dhruv Jurel at 4, Rishabh Pant captain, Ravindra Jadeja vice captain, Nitish Kumar Reddy, Washington Sundar, Kuldeep Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj. So Aksar Patel, Devdutt Padikkal and Akash Deep miss out. Exactly as we had said, Nitish Reddy makes it back, Sai Sudarshan makes it back. This is a team that we had predicted 2 days back. This is what will happen. Ravindra Jadeja steps up as vice captain. Devashish Sen, Rishabh captain, Jadeja vice captain. What a day for Rishabh Pant from surviving that accident to becoming India's test captain finally.
Yeah, absolutely. What an occasion will it be for him? And yesterday in the press conference also he mentioned that it's a huge honor. It's a huge honor to be leading the country in test matches. And also, but he also said that yes, it's one match. I think obviously as a captain you would expect a much longer run, but it is because of unforeseen circumstances that he is now going to lead. But it's a huge occasion, no doubt, Boryada. And obviously, Jadeja being the vice captain. But I would rather want Rishabh to show a little bit more responsibility. Yes, we know what a flamboyant player he is, what he brings to the table, but a little bit of more responsibility now that he is the captain because with the series on the line, so India trailing 0-1. So, what an occasion will it be for India and Rishabh Pant if he goes on to lead India to a test win and level the series?
Yagi, as we set this up, just a quick word on the Ashes. Already England one down, 131, 132 all out Australia. So this could be another 2.5 day test match. 20 wickets, 19 wickets falling on day one, already two on day two. This test match at Perth has gotten off to a rollicking start. Are you blaming the curator? Are you blaming lack of ability with the bat? Failing art with the bat? What is going on around the world with 2 day test matches?
Boria, we had a comprehensive discussion on this yesterday on 5 at 5. And
Yeah.
the question that I asked was exactly this: 19 wickets falling on that Perth wicket, green as hell. And we, nobody batted an eye when 19 wickets fall on a Perth wicket, or rather, fast bowlers take 19 wickets. But as soon as the spinners come in and take wickets on conditions that favor them, suddenly it's a problem. Now, a lot of people had a lot to say about it. A lot of people had contrasting opinions. Some said that it's because Perth was a good wicket. It's not a wicket that will deteriorate anymore in the next 3 to 4 days. Not that the test match will go on that long. But anyway, this is a conversation that needs to be had. Even Ravi Ashwin made this tweet that people were being hypocrite about, or rather had double standards about the fact that when it's 19 wickets at Perth, everyone says that, oh, it's a brilliant display of bowling. But when it happens in Kolkata, then it's a bad wicket. So quite interesting how people are contrarian in this cricketing fraternity. But at the same time, Boria, if you told me yesterday at 9 a.m. that England would be leading by 40 runs and this would happen, I would not have believed you. I would not have believed you. This is some cracking test cricket that we're getting to see this time around. And we were also having this discussion, Boria, of how test batting has evolved over the years. Because in no other, I think if we went back 10 years back, I don't think we would see a batting like this. Uh, I don't think we would see, the kind of aggressive batting that we've seen in this 1 day of test match. So much action happening.
Devashish, Garg is very right about the batting and this wicket controversy. I tweeted the moment it happened that, oh, now are you blaming the curator? Do you even know the name of the curator that you will blame? Sujan Mukherjee will be put on the line and rolled over. Do you know the name of the Perth curator? You don't. So who says that it's a good wicket? Who has said it will not deteriorate? The wicket has resulted in 19 wickets. What are you talking about? What do you mean it is a good wicket? What is the definition of a good wicket? 19 wickets have fallen. Fair enough. Calcutta wickets have fallen. Not even 19 wickets fell in Calcutta, by the way. 19 wickets did not fall in Calcutta. So this nonsense about good wicket and bad wicket has to stop. This we will do. Australians and English will not do this. We are the ones, the subcontinental, we in India, we will castigate our own. That is a very Indian trait. But
You know,
Devashi says one change. Yeah,
the counter argument was that the Perth wickets were all because of the bowler's brilliance, and the Kolkata wickets were because of the pitch.
yeah, because so the person who is doing this argument needs to get his brain mapped because there's some cow dung there. So that's the point. Devashi sends South Africa one change. Senuran Muthuswamy comes in. So clearly one more spinner added to the South African lineup. Three spinners. Senuran Muthuswamy, Simon Harmer, Keshav Maharaj, and they have dropped Corbin Bosch. Your thoughts? Three spinners for South Africa to go with Marco Jansen. Mute, 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 mute.
Muthuswamy is a decent batter, Murali. If you look at the series against Pakistan, he did well. He did well. He has average of almost 40. He averages 40 in test matches, which is great. In if you are a top six batter and to average 14 test matches, it's I would quite good. And he will be in extra left arm spin. So clearly, Temba Bavuma is going by. He reckons that it's going to start because there is a bit of slack, but it will be a. He will be use the new ball because it's an early morning start, 9 a.m. start. So there will be moisture, there will be some help from on offer from the wicket. So Bumrah and Siraj, the two best bowlers, easily among both the sides, they are the two best you have on show in this series. So it main roads means obviously
We've lost him. He's in
The
and out
internet
like
died.
Zach Crawley.
Yeah. I mean, Zach Crawley, both innings ducks, right? Yeah,
Yes.
both innings ducks for Zach Crawley. I think this will be a 150 chase. Even if it's a 150, 175 chase, England gets somewhere around 150.
Hmm.
Then it's a 190 chase. England will win because Australia look very fragile,
Yes.
very very fragile. I mean, freaking awesome. This is the nature of the Perth wicket. Change the nature. Do you want a 2 day test match? What do you mean? It's fine in my view. What is fine? A test match that ends in 2 days is fine in your view, then your view has to change. Simple as that. It's a 5 day test match, for God's sake. It's ending in 2 days. What is fine? It's not fine. Then it's if this is fine, then Calcutta is also fine. It's as simple as that. Come on. I mean, who then the batters don't know how to bat. Ultimately, 2 day test cricket cannot be fine by any stretch of imagination in any part of the world. You've sold tickets for 5 days. People have traveled from all parts of the world, including England. Come on, don't give me this rubbish about oh Perth is fine and Eden Gardens is not. This double standard nonsense doesn't work at all, and this has been continuing for the longest time in India. Gargi, this is a massive session. Every time we say first session of a test match, Temba Bavuma says no cracks, so it will be a good deck, hopefully, for batting much better. But India needs to get early inroads. That moisture,
Right.
early morning start, now Guwahati,
The net
slightly
first
more
show.
chillier than Calcutta, winter setting in. You will get some
আমার তো
assistance.
হচ্ছে না
Devashish is back. But Gargi, quick comment on that. First session, first hour, India at least 2 wickets.
It should happen. It should happen for India. You have a Jasprit Bumrah, you have Mohammad Siraj on the other end. I don't see no reason why this shouldn't happen. Again, I don't want to see an Akshar Patel starting the innings, but I don't think that's happening in the very first session of the test match. Uh, at the same time, again, that first hour will be very, very crucial. It is Rishabh Pant who's at the helm. It is Rishabh Pant who will be calling the shots. He needs to be bang on with those bowling changes. So that's what it is. At this point, you start with Jasprit Bumrah, you start with Mohammad Siraj. I think you have more than enough quality in your pace attack to get those first 2 wickets. And Devashish is gone again.
Yeah, Devashish is playing hide and seek. I thought there is some cloud cover in Guwahati, is what I was told. Hopefully, we'll see if that happens or not. It's not over yet. The wicket will ease out today. Fair enough. But if it eases out, good enough. But 19 wickets on day one. People will say dramatic day of test cricket. You're talking about 2 innings finished. 2 innings done. It's a 5 day test match. What's the point? So what if it eases out today? What about yesterday? Why did you not criticize it yesterday if you're criticizing the Eden Gardens? If it's fine by you, then Eden Gardens was more than fine. Simple as that. So what if it
But
eases out today? Doesn't
Boria,
work.
I had a quick question for you.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Pat Cummins not being there, Josh Hazelwood not being there. I think, of course, the Australia top four, top three, top four is very unsettled. But if you look at contributions from lower down the order, Pat Cummins and the rest always help you the test match.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And I like the way Brendan Duckett used the short ball. For example, the Harry Brook dismissal. And some of the shots lower down the order was quite strange. Devashish is back. Devashish, is it? Is I was told there's a bit of a cloud cover. Is that true? What's the weather like? Is it chilly?
No, no,
Uh,
I'm just, I'll immediately give you an update. It's a clear blue sky.
okay, good. But will there be a bit of moisture early morning start? So will that kind of work for India at least in the first hour? Devashish then.
Yeah, I assume so. Buriada, give because it's a 9 a.m. start, and there will be a bit of moisture and also some offer for the fast bowlers from this wicket. So clearly, I think Timba Babuma has won a very good toss. Buriada, if you ask me, because all South Africa needs is to put up a big first innings total. The key for winning a test match in the subcontinent is to win toss, bat fast, put up big total, and the rest. And now that they are playing three spinners, so the spinners will come in chasing.
This is the challenge for India, Gargi. This is the challenge for India. Now put your hand up and go and bowl well. This is, according to you, not a track where spin will come into play on day one. So, in that sense, it's a conventional test match. We can go bowl well, get your wickets. You've got to make things happen. Ultimately, it's your match to win. Bumrah has to put his hand up. Siraj has to put his hand up. Get early inroads. Huge first star, Gargi Rao.
Absolutely huge first hour and freaking awesome. We'll get to that. But even if we talk about this wicket, one of the biggest reasons for the losses at Kolkata, and even the management said this, it was a lack in application in the batting department. Now that you have a good wicket to bat on, you now have no excuses. There are no excuses to come up with that anymore. You have a good team. You have Dhruv Jurel, you have Sai Sudarshan, so you have a very solid top order. You have a Nitish Kumar Reddy as well to back you up in the pace department. So why not go ahead, go out there and absolutely put everything on the field? Because if you don't get those first 2 wickets, and we've been saying this, if you let the South African batter stay on for too long, they're going to take the game away. We saw that happening with Temba Bavuma and Corbin Bosch. That lower down the order, the partnership that absolutely changed everything. I think if it wasn't for that partnership, India could have possibly won the game. But again, you can't let South African batters bat on for too long. First session, I am predicting 3 wickets to fall. But and looking at the wicket as well, from what we've been seeing, from what Debashish has been sending, there's a good tinge of green. So make use of that. Make use of the seam. Make use of the swing that's going to come into play. And the first hour again, it all comes down to the first session, the first hour.
I think Shomik's there, Gagi. Can you check if you can get him on board as well? Shomik, yeah, there's Shomik Chakraborty joining us from Guwahati. Shomik, the team prediction spot on. Sai Sudarshan, Nitish Kumar Reddy once again, absolutely spot on from us. So your thoughts? Debashish set it up quite nicely. Gargi says couple of wickets, 3 wickets first session. Pitch, early morning start, moisture. Shomik, very important first start for India.
Yeah, very, very important first hour. Basically, the fact of the matter is that, I mean, for a moment, if we forget the pitch factor, the overhead conditions, I can confirm that there is no cloud cover. There is absolutely no cloud cover. The sky looks pristine blue. But during this time of the year, there would always be nip in the air. And if you talk to local cricketers, Krishna Das, a stalwart for Assam cricket in domestic cricket in the Ranji Trophy, and I was talking to him, and he used to get a bag full of wickets in the Ranji Trophy in this part of the world. So for the first 2 hours, there would always be that nip, there would always be that movement for all 5 days. So if we can forget the pitch factor for a while, this pitch, I what my assumption is that this pitch is going to be a slow burn. This is not going to disintegrate very quickly because they have kept that 5-6 mm grass because that is to bind the topsoil. That is number one. They watered the pitch until yesterday morning. They watered the pitch, so it is very unlikely that the pitch will disintegrate fast. And as Rishabh Pant also said at the pre-match press conference, the team expects this pitch to be better for batting, and spin might be coming into play from day 3 onwards. Then again, until the first ball is bowled, any prediction about the pitch is fraught with risks. But um, this is for the first time Guwahati has been hosting a test match. It's an historic occasion, not only for Assam, for the entire Northeast. And Test cricket has come here thanks to Mr. Jaisha and the endeavor from Mr. Devajit Saikia, the former BCCI secretary and the current BCCI secretary. And I think all they are conscious about the fact that it is not an underprepared pitch, and the test match lasts the distance. If not for all
What are you expecting in terms of crowd, Shomik? Is there interest? White ball, I understand, but will you get a sizable crowd from the start of today? Are you seeing people, fans? What's going on?
I think as the day wears on, there will be decent turnout today, and the organizers are expecting a full house tomorrow. So from that point of view, see, people in Assam love their cricket. I have met many people from this part of the world who turned away Eden Gardens for test matches. They traveled all the way to when Calcutta were hosting a test match, not this test match, but before that also. People from this part of the world, they love their cricket. In India, India is a huge country, and in India, it is very difficult to stick to just 5-6 conventional test centers. But I mean, there are places where interest for test match when test cricket is negligible to say the least. But Assam is not like Guwahati is not like that. So for the first 2 days, Saturday, weekend, Sunday, we are expecting decent turnout. Maybe from Monday onwards, turnout will depend on how the test meanders along.
Okay. Somebody, we've got an octopus with us. He says 282 times 10 power 75. He's given the exact figure also, Shailesh. So we've got octopus with us here in as part of our show. Okay, so Devashish joins us back last 5 minutes. Yes, show me quickly. Mute, mute.
Okay, no, I'm not okay. The thing is that what about the hypocrisy when 19 wickets
He
fall
said
in a
that.
day
Correct. We were talking
in
about
in the
that. Yeah, go on.
in, in the Ashes, then that's bad batting. When 12 to 15, 12, 13 wickets fall in a day in India, that's underprepared pitch. I mean, this is the height of hypocrisy. It's laughable.
It is, and that's always been the case with Indian fans. I mean, somebody will say the pitch has been tampered. What do you mean tampered? Not watering it is tampering. It's the call of the curator and the management. How is it tampering? Freaking awesome! I expect better from you. It's got nothing to do with tampering. Nobody's gone and dug the pitch up. That's tampering. Not watering it is part of strategy. How is that tampering? It's not tampering. Gargi out. Final comments. Last 3 4 minutes. I'll close with Devashish. As we said, massive first half. But South Africa on the other side, they will think now we are one step closer to winning this series. It will be historic for us. Historic for us. They are one up. They won the toss. A good first innings batting effort, 400 runs, and South Africa will say, we've now managed to win a test series in India. Massive for Temba Bavuma. So if you look at it from the other side of the canvas, Gargi out.
With the way that the pitch is looking and from what we've been hearing from Devashish and Shomik, I think it's going to be a very, very good batting deck as well. And South Africa, having won the toss, going into bat first, have a massive upper hand already with the and they bat till number 11. Let's not even forget about the fact, maybe not 11 now with Lungi and Giddy, but they bat very, very deep and are able to pull out long partnerships, which is the biggest strength that South Africa have at the moment. And if India is not able to strike in the first hour, they are not able to strike in the first session, it will become increasingly difficult, because as the day goes on, I think it will ease out a little bit. As the ball gets older, there will be times where it will be very easy for South Africa to go out there and score runs. So again, it comes down to that first 1 hour. If you're able to crack, at least get two breakthroughs, I think then it'll be somewhat of a shared session. If South Africa don't go beyond, let's say, 120 runs, which is something I don't know why, but my gut says will happen. At the same time, it is South Africa. It is India's game to lose. This is home conditions. Yes, you don't have your captain. Yes, it is a big setback for the Indian team. But at the same time, this is not this is not an inexperienced team. This is not a team that lacks anything in any department. This is a well-rounded, well-balanced team, and all they need to go out there right now is to go and execute.
Devashish, Gargi has given Engidi a cap. South Africa hasn't. They've gone with Senuran Muthuswamy. So Gargi's done
Oh, my bad.
Engidi a favor. But that's okay. No, jokes apart. Devashish said, final comment. Final comment. There's a comment here which says, Akshar Patel ke cannot drop Koreche. Are? Last test match, people were saying four spinners. Why are you playing four spinners? Now that they've got Nitish Reddy back, why are you dropping Akshar Patel? So this is typical India. Devashish Sen, huge test match for Temba Bavuma. Do you reckon 300 runs on day one? Do you reckon India will make inroads? What is your hunch? Can India sort of really make this test match? We've lost 8 tosses out of 9, by the way, Devashish said, in the last 9 tests. Mute.
Sorry. I'm saying huge moment coming up for South Africa if they can bat well. First session, you remember what at Eden Gardens first hour, 57 in 10 overs. They just blazed out 57 of 10 overs. Ryan Rickleton and Aiden Markram. So all they need is to get a decent start. Anything around if they not lose maybe maximum 2 wickets in the first session. I think South Africa will feel confident. That dressing room, that South African dressing room will feel confident because it will ease out to be a good batting wicket on session 2 and 3. Clearly, I would say that along with Temba Bavuma, Aiden Markram is also a destiny for South Africa in this test.
Sumit, you have the closing words. What's your prediction for the first session? 2 wickets, 3 wickets, no wickets, South Africa racing away. What's happening?
I expect around 80 for 3 or 4. 80 for 3 or 4, provided Bumrah and Siraj landing the ball in the right area. But before that, South Africa have been engaged by Gargi, and what What a start to the day! What a start to the day! The downside is that with Ngidi not playing, we'll miss that thing. Lungi bowling to Pant. Lungi bowling to Pant part will miss. But on a serious note, I expect Indian bowlers, the fast ball seamers, to make inroads using the overhead conditions.
Gargi, you said 3 wickets as well. Shomik says three. Are you saying three?
Yeah, I said three.
Okay, done. So we will come back at the tea break, not the lunch break. Are you guys coming back? It will depend on Gargi and Shomik and Devashish. We'll see what happens. At least we'll give you an update for sure and then come back at lunch. By the way, tea is at 11, not lunch. Tea is at 11. Lunch is at 1:20. They are definitely going to come back at lunch at 1:20. Till then, let's see
Lunch
what South
definitely.
Africa does. So tea first, lunch later. That's what Guwahati has done. They've tweaked it around. We will see what transpires. So Ashes on the one hand, South Africa versus India on the other. Badminton going on with Lakshya Sen. Our own Empowerment Cup going on in Calcutta, which starts today. So a day full of sport. Thank you very much for watching. Shomik Devashish, make your way in. Gargi, back to your healthy breakfast for now with a cup of good coffee. And hopefully India makes early inroads. Thank you very much for watching.